Title: Why Your Desire to Be Good is Secretly Destroying You. Nietzsche warned us. Have you ever wondered why, no matter how hard you try to be a good person, something still feels wrong? Why, despite all your efforts to play by the rules, you feel empty, small, almost invisible? You wake up, go to work, smile at strangers, follow the law, do everything society tells you is good. But late at night, when it's just you and your thoughts, a question whispers, why does life still feel meaningless? Here's the uncomfortable truth. Your obsession with being good may be the very thing that's killing your soul. Let me explain. When Friedrich Nietzsche wrote about slave morality, he wasn't just talking about ancient history, he was talking about you, about me, about all of us living in a world that worships comfort over strength, obedience over courage. You've been trained, since childhood, to be compliant, to sit down, shut up, raise your hand, and wait for permission. School taught you to memorize answers, not to question. Society taught you to seek approval, not truth. You were told to be kind, humble, selfless. Sounds noble, right? But what if those virtues are chains? What if the things you call goodness are secretly weakness? Nietzsche called this the morality of the weak, a system built by those who lacked power to make themselves feel righteous. They took words like power and strength and painted them as evil. They called ambition selfish, desire sinful, pride a vice, and you believed them. So now when you feel the urge to rise above, to speak out, to claim your life, you silence it, because you think being bold makes you bad. You've been conditioned to fear your own strength, and the result? A society of tamed humans, safe, polite, obedient, and deeply, profoundly lost. You see this everywhere. People addicted to virtue signaling on social media, desperate to appear morally superior. Cowards hiding behind phrases like, "Don't rock the boat." Workers who trade their dreams for a paycheck because stability is the ultimate good. We've built a world where following the rules is praised, and breaking them, even for the right reasons, is punished. But here's the paradox. History was never shaped by the obedient. It was shaped by the defiant, by those who refused to stay in line, by the ones who dared to say, no, this is wrong. Think of Socrates drinking poison because he questioned the system. Think of Galileo, imprisoned for telling the truth. Think of anyone who's ever made the world better. They all broke the rules of their time. So why do you cling to being good? Maybe it's fear. Fear of judgment. Fear of isolation. Fear that if you stop pleasing others, you'll have nothing left. And maybe you're right. Because the moment you stop living by their rules, you will lose people. You will face resistance. You will walk alone, at least for a while. But here's another uncomfortable truth. That's the price of freedom. You can't be both universally liked and truly alive. You can't awaken your true power without killing the part of you that seeks constant approval. Now, let's dig deeper. Nietzsche believed that the ultimate human, the Übermensch, creates his own values. He doesn't ask, what will people think? He asks, what do I demand of myself? He refuses to bow to inherited morals that keep him small. But here's where most people get it wrong. This isn't about becoming a tyrant. It's about responsibility. The freedom to define your own principles means you can no longer hide behind society's excuses. It means if your life feels empty, it's on you. It means you can't blame your parents, your culture, or your government. You are the architect now, and that terrifies people because freedom sounds romantic, until you realize it comes with no instructions. So where does this leave you? Ask yourself, are you living by your own values or someone else's? Do you choose kindness because it's who you are or because you're afraid of rejection? Do you play it safe because it's wise or because you've been taught to fear failure more than mediocrity? Look around. Notice how often good means compliant, how often bad means strong. Notice how we celebrate the unremarkable and crucify the exceptional. Notice how every institution, from schools to corporations, rewards those who obey, not those who think. And then ask, what would happen if I stopped playing this game? Here's the truth you weren't supposed to hear. Society doesn't want you to wake up. It doesn't want you to question its rules, because the moment you do, you become uncontrollable. You become powerful. And nothing terrifies the system more than a human who refuses to be domesticated. Bonhoeffer warned us about stupidity being more dangerous than evil, because stupid people follow orders without thinking. And Machiavelli warned that power doesn't reward the virtuous, it rewards the cunning. These warnings weren't just for kings and philosophers, they were for you. Because the game hasn't changed, only the costumes have. So, will you keep being good, the kind of good that kills your spirit? Or will you risk being misunderstood, hated, even feared, for the chance to be truly alive? Because at the end of your life, no one will remember how well you followed the rules. They'll remember whether you dared to write your own. And maybe, just maybe, that's what being truly good really means. Pause. Think about that.